the way the first guy had acted compared to the way this guy had acted. And I realized how important it was to be a humble leader.
Spending several decades serving in the military has the ability to give a person unique insight on life. Whether it's for the country or for yourself, these lessons can be extremely useful. But the first step is to never allow yourself to give up. When it comes to any problem in your life, don't allow it to sit around. Simply eliminate it. Everyone wants freedom, but it requires discipline, both in the way that we run our country and our lives. If you want to be effective as a leader and a person, you have to have discipline. Even if you know you will never be the best at something you are doing, doesn't mean you still shouldn't work hard and try your best. On the days you are tired or worn out or just aren't feeling it, you go anyway. You get it done, even if it's just going through the motions. If your body is telling you to take a rest, still don't stop.
If you failed one run, one swim, one obstacle course, then you could do that.
And then, if the next day comes and your body is telling you to take a break, only then should you rest. Don't put off the things that need done until tomorrow. Procrastination is a bad habit. Only after all of the work is done should you rest. Make a plan and write it down so you are prepared for each day. And in order to get all of that done, wake up early and get some exercise. Even if it's only for 10 minutes, work out and you will have a more productive day. And finally, attack. Take out your list of jobs and get to work. But most importantly, remind yourself that quitting is never an option.
And then you have other, we call them evolutions, but you have underwater knot tying, life-saving. From my perspective, what do you get when you hire a veteran? Number one, I mean, the basic kind of minimum requirements for an employee, for a worker, for a person that's going to bring value to somewhere. The minimum requirements: are you going to show up on time? Are you going to put forth good effort? Are you going to have the discipline to maintain the standards? Like, those are the baseline things that you're going to get when you hire someone that's been in the military. The other thing that I think, and this is to me is the most important thing, is when you're in the military, you're a leader. And leadership is the most important thing in the battlefield. It's the most important thing in business. And so when you hire someone that's been in the military, maybe they've been in charge of a fire team. They've been around leadership. They've been in a leadership position. They know how to interact with other people. They know how to formulate plans and get other people to buy into those plans. They know how to run things in an organized way where they can accomplish the mission regardless of what kind of challenges they face. So hiring veterans, it's almost like you're getting rid of a lot of people that don't belong in a job.
My last book, Discipline Equals Freedom, which is there's no shortcut, there's no hack. What's going to get you where you want to be is discipline. First of all, it's not simple. And second of all, wake up early in the morning and work out. That's a cornerstone that you can build discipline on. Get more hungry to work out in the morning. I have all kinds of work. Again, that's right. People used to ask me that question all the time. I put that in the book too. All my different workouts I've got in my book, Discipline Equals Freedom, because people ask me that question all the time. But what do? I do calisthenics, I lift weights, I do pull-ups, I do sprints. I work. That's what I do. People say, oh, I wake up early, but now I'm all tired. And I say, okay, well, let's look at your diet. What are you eating? Are you eating donuts? Because if you're eating donuts, you're going to be tired. Keep doing what I'm doing. I don't really do things with the intent of like, oh, I want to enter this market. Like, no, I'm just over here kind of doing what I'm doing. And I knew that kids needed a book. I knew that kids needed guidance. There's a lot of kids running around. They're on the wrong path.
Well, first of all, obviously it sickens my heart to see that kind of thing. And when I hear people about where we're going to send him, should we send him to Gitmo? I say we skip Gitmo and send him straight to hell where he belongs. We don't do things that they do. We don't systematically rape 10-year-old girls like they do. And if that's the way they're going to behave, they don't deserve to live. Well, people actually want freedom. But what they don't realize is that if you want freedom, in order to get there, you got to have discipline. And it's the same thing with our country. If we want to have freedom in this country, but that means we have to have discipline in the way that we allow people into our country. And we have to have discipline in the way we protect our country. If you want to be effective as a leader and as a person, you have to have discipline. Well, I was never the best athlete. I wasn't the smartest guy, but I was a hard worker. And just because I'm not going to be the best doesn't mean I'm not going to try my hardest.
Those days when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind, what do I do on those days? I go anyways. I get it done, even if I'm just going through the motions.
I go through the motions. I don't really want to work out. I work out. I really don't want to hammer on a project. I hammer on the project. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. Now, these could be signals that you need some time off. And those signals might be right. They could be correct. But don't take today off. Not today. Wait until tomorrow. Don't give in to the immediate gratification that is whispering in your ear. Shut that down. Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights, sprint the hill, work on the project, get out of bed. Now, as an overall rule, I do not like procrastination. You need to get things done. That's the one thing I want you to put off until tomorrow. And if, when tomorrow comes, you still feel like you need to rest or you need to take a break, take it. But the chances are you won't.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content.